Hi, Annemaan here, and I'd like to read you a little bit from my book, my children's book, about, it's a true story about witches. It's called Muddy and the Magic Mountain, and I shall read to you the first chapter. It's called Homecoming of the Witches. Their journey. There was a letter on the doormat. Who writes a letter these days? Muddy wondered as she examined the envelope. Aunt Ida, France? It said on the back. Who is Aunt Ida, Mom? But wait, the letter was addressed to her. Madeleine Hendrickson. Aunt Ida is Grandma's sister. She lives in the south of France. Why do you want to know? Muddy heard her mother calling from the kitchen, but didn't answer. She opened the envelope containing a special letter with all her attention. She didn't know exactly what it was, but it was certain that it was something special. Nobody called her Madeleine. That was strange. And an aunt she had never heard of? She carefully tore open the top of the envelope and then pulled out a small letter. It was more of a card, a pretty pink piece of paper, with writing on it in wobbly handwriting. Dear Madeleine, you probably don't know me, but I'm your old aunt who once moved to the south of France more than 50 years ago. Your mother once went on holiday here when she was your age. I will be 77 years old this summer on July the 22nd, and I invite you and of course your mother to celebrate with me. It's a special day for me and I want to celebrate it with the only family I have left. I would be very pleased to welcome you there. You can stay as long as you want. Will you let me know if you're coming? Au revoir, Aunt Ida. Muddy was silent for a moment before finally answering her mother. I have an invitation here from Aunt Ida, and added teasingly, and without an email address. Mom? Are you crying? Muddy looked into her mother's sad face as she walked into the kitchen. I haven't had contact with Aunt Ida in years, and I regret that, her mother replied, wiping a tear from her cheek and looking at the letter. But why? Muddy wanted to know. I'm not sure, darling, but something happened in France that shocked me. And you can't remember that? Muddy asked in surprise as she took a bite of her bread. Indeed. Irene kept it short and sweet, and there wasn't much to say more. But we are going, aren't we, Mom? It's the perfect holiday. Irene swept the breakfast crumbs from the table and peered outside, where the branches were slowly blossoming. She felt resistance at the thought of returning to that place, but also wanted to finally see her aunt again, and also wanted her daughter to have this adventure. And after a moment's hesitation, she decided, yes, let's do it. It's time to go.